إيقاف الميكروفون متوقف. إيقاف الميكروفون قيد تشغيل.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أحيي كل من يستمع إلي في هذا المقطع. معكم جاسم المهندي. اليوم راح أسوي لكم فيديو عن لعبة فريكونسي ميسينج. الحمد لله. لعبة فريكونسي ميسينج هي عبارة عن أنت شخصيتك مذيعة تحاول تسوي قصة عن نادي، يعني تسوي قصة عن نادي وفيها يعني وايد من المغامرات، ويعني ما أبي أقول لكم كل شيء، خلكم في اللعبة مستمتعين أحسن. وفي اللعبة بتعرفون كل شيء، بس أنا ما راح أسوي لها تختيم كامل معاكم لأن فيها 4 chapters، يعني 4 مستويات أو 4 مجموعات، فيعني طويل اللعبة. بحاول اليوم أختم لكم chapter 1، بس أختم لكم chapter 1 يعني بس عشان هذا استعراض للعبة، مو يعني تختيم. اوكي، خلنا ندخل اللعبة ونبدأ نستكشفها مع بعض.
سكايب هاوس بارتي هاوس.
إيقاف الميكروفون. تم لمختي.
Frequency.
إيقاف التكلم.
To process in a short amount of time.
Yes. Something on your mind?
شباب، طبعا أنا الحين بشرح لكم إياها. تتنقل يمين ويسار، أو إذا أنت حاب فوق وتحت تخلي الزر هم على اليمين وخلاص تتنقل فوق وتحت. وحين يلا خلنا نستكشف. أنا سألت كارل عن نيود وورك، معليش.
Carl's job.
الحين نسأل عن كارلز جوب، يعني شنو مهنته.
Carl's job.
بس في الفيديو القبلي حدث انقطاع، ويعني أتمنى أنكم تعذروني لأن صار خلل.
Carl's job.
نكمل.
I don't think I've asked you what you do around here.
That's all right. I work as a fact checker and audio technician.
What does a fact checker do?
I check that all the facts are correct.
And as an audio technician?
I make sure
Carl
that your
يشتغل
segments
fact checker.
sound good on the air.
كارل يشتغل فاكت شكر طبعا.
The radio station.
أوكي، خلنا نسأل عن الراديو ستيشن أو محطة الراديو.
Well, I got a quick tour yesterday, but maybe you can tell me more about the radio station.
I don't know what to say. The building is a bit much for my taste. It was originally built as a royal library, apparently. I'm sure Monica at the reception can tell you more about the station.
The radio station. The chief. The chief has barely had time for me yet. What is he like?
He can be a bit difficult to deal with sometimes. He wants to be one of the crew and make good broadcasts, but he also wants to make his bosses happy.
Oh, he's not in charge?
No, he only runs our department, even if he sometimes acts like he runs the whole station.
شباب الحين نضغط على enough about work.
The chief. Enough about work.
Okay.
Thank you. New at work. Richard.
ريتشارد، خلنا نسأل عن ريتشارد.
Have you read the newspaper today?
No. What's on your mind?
It said the police have closed the investigation on Richard's disappearance.
What? No one has seen him in 3 days.
I know! They claim there's no indication that a crime has been committed. How can they not care about what happened?
I'm sorry. I know you're good friends. Is there anything I can do?
Thank you, but I don't think so. I was so happy when he got me this job and was really looking forward to working with him.
شباب أنا بشرح لكم بس لين النيوز روم، ما راح أختم chapter 1. هذا مجرد استعراض بس. استعراض اللعبة يعني.
Richard's disappearance.
بعدين إن شاء الله بختم لكم chapter 3 و chapter 1 و chapter 2 و chapter 4 كلها بختم لكم. أوكي. يعني أنا ما قلت أنا مثل ما قلت في الفيديو اللي قبل يمكن أختم لكم chapter 1 يعني بس الحين مجرد استعراض ما أقدر أختم الشابتر 1 طويل لأنه.
Richard's disappearance.
أوكي ريتشارد disappearance and اختفاء ريتشارد.
Do you know anything about Richard's disappearance?
No, nothing. I was going to snoop around in his office, but someone had locked it.
Do you think there's anything in there?
I don't know. But he spent a lot of late nights in his office. I thought maybe he had left some notes about what he was working on.
شباب يعني بخلي تختيم أجزاء.
Richard's job. Do you know what he was working on?
job.
Some stories,
يعني شغل
but nothing that would explain his disappearance. You spent a lot of time together. He never told you anything?
No, but I got this feeling he wanted to tell me something but couldn't. I thought it might have something to do with what he was working on.
أوكي.
Enough about Richard.
يلا.
Thank
enough
you.
about ريتشارد خلاص.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. يلا.
Thanks, Carl. I'll see you later.
Goodbye.
أوكي خلينا نروح نطلع من هالمكتب. مكتبي أنا وكارل.
The lobby.
الحين أنا في اللوبي مال محطة الريل.
The radio station's lobby. Grandiose and awe-inspiring. You can't help but be impressed by it.
اوكي شباب تسمعون هني صوت الاستقبال وهني الدري حق النيوز روم غرفة البث اسمعوا وهاي صوت مكتب ريتشارد وهاي مكتب الطباخ هذا الاستقبال خلينا نروح الاستقبال بس هاد الملاحظة صوت مكتبي انا وكارل نروح حق الاستقبال
The radio station's receptionist. Hello, Monica.
Good morning, Patricia. What can I do for you?
وشخصيتي اسمها باتريشا.
Coworkers.
باتريشا.
The radio station.
The radio station.
How many people work here?
Well, we have 60 employees, the biggest and best radio station in the country.
Okay.
Work. The office.
نسأل عن الأوفيس.
Where does everyone sit?
The management use the top floors, of course. They enjoy the view, you see. Down here's the newsroom. You can find some of the reporters, audio technicians, and the department chief here. Between us and the top, there are more reporters and administrators.
Work.
Work.
What is everyone doing here?
Well, most of them are reporters like you. There's a lot that goes into making good broadcasts, so we also have several audio technicians and lots of administration.
نسأل عن
Enough about
my
the state.
job.
My job.
عن شغلي.
Do you know what I'm supposed to do here?
Huh, don't you know?
Yes, but the chief just told me to get acquainted with the station.
I suppose you'll start with a few small stories here and there. But regardless of what you get to do, you should be proud and happy you're working for this fine radio station.
Wait.
House part. Frequency.
إغلاق تنشيط إيقاف التكلم
طلعت بالغلطة. بالغلطة. دخلت.
My job. Enough about the station.
enough about the station خلاص.
Thank you.
Okay. نضغط على coworkers أو colleagues.
Richard's coworkers. What can you tell me about our colleagues?
Who do you have in mind?
خلنا نسأل عن the chief. الرئيس.
The chief.
Oh.
What is the chief like?
He's an orderly man that knows how to take charge. But between you and me, he can be a bit grumpy sometimes. Oof.
Okay. نسأل عن كارل.
Stephanie. Carl. What's Carl like?
He's a fun guy that gets along with pretty much everyone at the station. Officially, he's a fact checker, but he mostly works on the audio for the broadcasts.
Stephanie.
اسأل عن ستيفاني هي المذيعة.
Thank you. Richard's disappeared coworker. What can you tell me about our colleagues?
Who do you have in mind?
اسأل عن ستيفاني.
Stephanie. Apparently Stephanie will be my mentor. What is she like?
Oh, is she going to be your mentor? She's pedantic, very skillful, and a respected news anchor. But if you ask me, she can be a bit stuck up sometimes.
Okay.
Enough about Stephanie. Enough about. Thank you.
Okay.
Goodbye. Richard's disappearance.
ريتشارد disappearance. اختفاء ريتشارد.
Do you know anything about what's happened to Richard?
Well, not more than anyone else, I believe. The police were snooping around here a few days ago, and I'm reading that they don't think a crime has been committed.
Snooping.
It's good that they investigated, but they could have done it without disturbing everyone. To be honest, we didn't get along very well. He was a very good reporter, but he didn't always think the rules applied to him.
Okay.
Richard's disappearance. Goodbye.
خلنا نحط goodbye.
Thanks, Monica.
بس بكمل لكم اياها لين ندخل النيوز روم وخلاص. لأن شابتر 1 طويل شوي.
The chief's office.
ندخل مكتب
A
الرئيس.
well-furnished office that smells of leather and cigars.
تسمعون الصوت؟
As a new manager,
صوت
I'm
ستيفاني
Stephanie,
الفريدي.
your host.
تقول الأخبار. تسمعون هذه المفاتيح بعد. هذه
Excuse me, Chief. Do you have a minute?
ما أدري شو قاعد أسوي.
Yes, 1 minute.
بس أوكي.
What do you want?
تقول يا رئيس عندك دقيقة. يقول لها بس دقيقة واحدة. يقول لها ايش تبين؟ اوكي. في سؤالين.
Richard has disappeared.
نضغط على ريتشارد يعني انه اختفى.
What do you know about Richard's disappearance?
Only what the police have said.
And what is that?
Nothing.
Aren't you concerned about your employees?
Of course I am. There's just not a whole lot I can do about it. We've got radio to produce. I don't have time to worry about something that's out of my hands. I'm sorry, I know the two of you were friends.
But you're the manager. You can't just sit there and hope for the best.
Careful
صار
now.
عتاب.
Richard's recommendation is the only reason you're here.
ما شاء الله فيها عتاب هاللعبة.
Locked office.
لوكت اوفيس ان مكتب ريتشارد. لو تدشون تحصلون
Richard has
انه
disappeared.
مسكر.
Locked office. Why is Richard's office locked?
لوكت اوفيس.
The police have already investigated it. They didn't find anything. You have to understand, I don't want other people running around in there causing even more trouble.
They must have missed something.
Are you doubting the police's competence? Stop meddling with things you don't understand and go do your job.
شباب أنا بحط رابط اللعبة في الوصف. مو في الفيديو اللي قبل، لا أنا بحط في الفيديو هذه رابط اللعبة في الوصف. اللي حاب يحملها للآيفون يحملها ويلعب ويستمتع. فيلا الحين لو نروح حق قصدي الرئيس مرة ثانية.
I don't have time for all these questions.
ما عنده وقت حق هذه الأسئلة. نروح حق المفاتيح.
A key cabinet.
Get away from there. Do you often rummage through other people's belongings?
The key to Richard's office is probably in there, but I'll never get to it as long as the chief is here.
I really don't have time for you right now. Go to the newsroom. Maybe you can learn a thing or two about live broadcasting.
اوكي بس ما يصير تروح حق غرفة البث مالت الأخبار النيوز روم إلا لما يقول لك الرئيس روح. الحين نروح حق الرئيس نشوف شنو يقول.
I told you to go to the newsroom.
يقول أنا قلت لك روحي حق البث، قصدي غرفة البث. لو نروح حق مال المفاتيح، صوت المفاتيح يقول the key cabinet. هذه شخصيتي اللي تقول زين، وبيقول لنا نفس الكلام. I told this go to the newsroom. ما أدري شلون يقولها. خل نروح حق الراديو.
A radio. He's listening to the broadcast from the newsroom. I suppose he needs to keep an ear on things.
خلاص اوكي خلينا نطلع نروح
The lobby.
للنيوزروم واكمل لكم في الفيديو الثاني ان شاء الله. الفيديو الجاي بكمل لكم.
The newsroom. Monica, the chief said I could go in.
All right, just be careful and don't do anything to disturb them.
اوكي.
The newsroom. Furnishings are simple and functional. It's the heart of the station.
اوكي شباب كذي وصلنا لنهاية الفيديو. اتمنى ينال على اعجابكم. اذا عجبكم الفيديو لا تنسون اللايك والاشتراك في القناة وتفعيل زر جرس التنبيهات عشان يوصلكم كل جديد انا انزله. ومع السلامة. واعذروني على القطعة في الفيديو شو اسمه اللي قبله.
أجهزة الحاسب
Ear Apple.
نمط مركز تم فتح عناصر التحكم إيقاف